Right, let's go for some more cultures. Then over on this side we have the Bretani, which are basically the Brits, and then the Picts in the north, the Hibernians in Ireland. Though Ireland is another interesting one because it consists of 2 cities. The rest of Ireland is unoccupied at the start of the game. I don't actually know how to move over there because I've only seen people moving into adjacents, but if you have a migratory tribe with ships, I think you can do it then, but you'd need quite a few ships. So Frisia is one of the few migratory tribes that actually starts with ships, so they might be able to do it. You could have like a Frisian island, which would be kind of interesting. Who else do we have? We have a little pocket of the pre-Indo-Europeans in this area, which includes the Aquitaine, the Visconian, the Ilergetians, Cantabrians, and then to their west we have the Celt-Iberians. And then to the south we have the actual Iberians, with a couple of little pockets, and I do believe that those are the Carthaginian... Actually, no, they're not. They are just city-states. Interesting. Oh, Phoenician. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So we have Phoenicians down there. We have a little pocket of Hellenistic. So the Greeks. Yeah, so these are basically the Greek colonies of Iberia, established under the Phoenicians and also Carthage. In North Africa, we have the Numidians, so the Mauryaans, the Massilians, the Massilians, and then the Gaetulians. Then we've got Carthaginian throughout Carthage, a little bit of Cyrenaican, which belongs to the Hellenistic, so it is part of the Greek. Then we have Egyptian and Meroitic, split between Egypt and Kush, and then the various smaller Kushite nations around them. Nabatean, which is Levantine, and then down here we have Arabian cultures, including Kedarite, Thamudi, Hadrami, Makan. Then north and northeast of that we have the Persian nations of Persia and also Anatolia, because that is quite a lot of the Seleucid Empire, but also some other stuff too. Which includes Median, Parthian, Utian, Pactian, Armenian, Pontic. And then north of that we have the Bactrians, the Sogdians, all part of the Bactrian culture groups. That's an entire group of Bactrians. Then we have the Aryan Indians over here. And then south of those we have the Dravidians. North of that we have the Tibetans. North of that we have the Scythians and all of the various horse lords of that area. Then if we go around a little bit, we have the Dacians, and then the Astians. Well, what are they? And who are they? It's one country. Ooh, that would be a challenging game. You are a unique culture for just this one nation. And it's a migratory horde on the very, very edge of the world. I mean, you have one benefit in that you are adjacent to the open territory, so you can run away. But that could be difficult. Is there a Greek player? There are a couple of Greek players, yes. Was Flurry Worry invited to this? I'm not actually sure. I think we did ping pretty much everyone that we could think of, hence we've got so many. A couple of them, like Shenrir, are unfortunately unable to do it, and also Cringer, we did invite those. I'm not sure about Flurry. But Midge is the one who did most of it. I commend you. You've had the best pronunciation I've seen for this game so far, even including the developers. I do try. I mean, I'm usually fairly phonetically decent, and I'm not one of those who will shy away from difficult names. I will try to do it even if I butcher it, and I'll try and improve as I go along and as I get more information from you guys. There are some streamers which I've seen who just won't say the names, so like, I can't pronounce that, so I'm not even going to try. I don't think that's the right attitude. Nabateans built Petra, and the Asiti were the Balts. The Asiti are basically ancient Estonians. Oh, interesting. Now that I've done culture, can I talk about religion? Yes, I can. Let's see. Religion map mode. So we have got not very many religions, actually. And actually, religion, I think, in this game does not play a huge role. I would not be at all surprised if we see religion iterated upon in the future. But at the moment, we have Tusic, Druidic. Of course, these guys have their own religion as well, just to make things even more difficult. They're Matrists rather than Tusics. Hellenic. What's that? Canaanite. Oh, Canaanite. Interesting. Iberic. Druidic is huge. Megalithic. Kemetic. Arabic. Canaanite. Jewish. Chaldean. Zoroastrian. Heptadic. Ritualistic. Bon. Hindu. Couple of Jains. Couple of Buddhists. See if there's any, like, tiny, unique ones. Oh, we have Kemetic down here in Somalia and Ethiopia. Zalmoxian. I'm not seeing any other tiny ones. It's a tiny little druidic outpost right there. Playing as these guys is going to be so difficult. Unique culture, unique religion. In an area of very aggressive barbarian cultures. Like, these guys are going to be at war constantly. It's just like all of the mechanics are just built for perpetual warfare. Religion's another modifier for population happiness. Yes, that's true. Culture will affect what tactics you have, what units you can raise, if you have the right resources, and what the unit cultures or the unit naming conventions are. It's also a opinion modifier for nations of the same or of different cultures. And then there's also religion, which is mostly happiness at this stage. Although if you have different religions, this is a good question. This is something I was not sure about. I meant to check it during my Let's Play and I did not. So if we go to the religion map mode, except they're all going to have the blessings going already, so I can't actually check. What I'd like to do is find somebody that does not, here we go, have a blessing going. So we've got discipline, aggressive expansion, manpower, income, research, unrest, tax, and manpower. Population growth. I am wondering if different people with different blessings have different abilities. No, they're just named different, but they are basically the same modifiers. They are themselves modified in how powerful they are by your omen strength, or omen power, which is this. And that's mostly dependent on your Hierophant or your High Priest. So this guy with a level 8 is a plus 16% omen power. Are the Scandinavian tribes migratory? Yes, they are. Can I go through each of the nation's missions, e.g. Egypt's ability to create the Lighthouse of Alexandria? You're gonna have to tell me which ones have unique ones, because I don't know. None of the nations I've played as had any. Their decisions. I think Egypt probably has the most. So they can adopt the different types of monarchy. So Egypt starts out as a... something. Aristocratic monarchy, but then can change within that to plutocratic, stratocratic, theocratic. They can become an empire, which is an empire government form, which comes with different bonuses and abilities. They can build the Pharaoh's Lighthouse, which... oh, sorry, the Pharos Lighthouse, not the Pharaoh's Lighthouse, which will cost them 1,200 ducats. And then they can try to reunite Alexander's empire, which changes them to an empire. And they also get the Argead unification until the end of the game, which is a pretty huge bonus. And changes the name, requires a bunch of regions. So there you go. There might be more which appear over time with technologies and stuff like that. Haven't got far enough into the game yet to see exactly how that works. Just want to keep an eye on this, just make sure there's no player wars brewing at the moment. Rome. Let me select you. Decisions. Plutocratic Republic, Oligarchy, Theocratic Republic, Dictatorship, where they become a monarchy. Expanding the Campus Martius loses 250 ducats, and then they get a manpower recovery, cohort recruit, and cohort start experience bonus. That cohort starting experience is actually really, really important. More so than I first realized. Let's see if we can find a battle. So the amount of damage that these different units are taking is going to be modified down by their experience. The more experienced your unit is, the less casualties they will suffer in a battle. So having highly experienced units is a great way of avoiding manpower problems later on. And in fact, Midge is going to have manpower problems. He is down to 192 manpower, which I suspect, yeah, is how much he's gaining per month. So he is out. He's tapped. He's been too aggressive. And he is still involved in a big war. We're about to have a very big fight down here. Definitely want to watch that one. It's going to be into the mountains. Might actually be a defensive battle because these guys are sieging a fort. Same mechanic exists. 5,000 heavy infantry, 3,000 light cavalry against 11,000 light infantry, 5,000 archers, 6,000 archers, and that was a glorious Roman victory right there. No tactical bonus at all. According to Paradox yesterday, your Roman strength is also based on your religious unity, so you have more religions, they are not as strong. Yeah, I've only played as countries with one religion, so I haven't had a chance to really look into that yet. And they are currently fighting against the Samnites. They've already eaten up the Etruscans, and now they're going after the Samnites. These are like the big early Roman rivals of the Republic. Then once they've consolidated those, then most of the Italian peninsula is going to be pretty much open to them until the Punic Wars against Carthage. Whether that actually happens this time around, don't know. Although the game does kind of push you towards wars against Carthage by way of events. And if we click on here, we can see country modifiers. They are an aristocratic republic, which increases their country civilization level, and they have the olive blessing, which increases their omen power and also the omen duration for a while. Not sure if there's a way of seeing what claims they have. No. So in my Roman game, I went really heavily against Corsica and Sardinia, just because I got a bunch of claims against those states. And then also after Carthage. I think Midge has been practicing. Probably. Like, some of the hours played that some of these guys have is kind of crazy. Oh, hey Bob, how you doing? Is kind of crazy. I was by far one of the lowest, even though I've been playing a fair amount of this. I was clocking in at 20-something hours. Some of these guys were like 40 or 50 already. Although I admit that was, I think, Rose and Ben who did the Dividing the Spoils game, so they did have extra. I just didn't see the name. Sorry about that. How you doing, Bob? Haven't seen you for a while. It's good to see you. I want to see another battle. Are you going to attack with the 9,000, or are you just sieging stuff down? You are just sieging. They are trying to gather a couple of forces. Not actually on the march, though. One other thing I do want to check for Midge is to see how loyal his generals are. So one of the really important things that you have got to keep tabs on is your general's loyalty. Otherwise, as we said with the clan chiefs, they can decide, you know what, I would make a far better console. I think I should totally split away. Oh, Blondie wants another interview. We'll have a word with him in just a moment. So Blondie is just telling us that the 80-year-old is dead. Hail Amatos the Stinky. Long may he reign. Alright, let's go and have a word with Blondie. We'll talk about the generals later. Remind me if I forget. Because there are still a bunch of things I need to look at a little more closely. Hey, Blondie, so tell me about Amatos the Stinky.
Yeah, so 3 generations, or what, 2 generations, something like that, of Seleucid rulers have all died mysteriously in the bath. So it is now the canon of my chat that Amantas the Seleucid has, as a 2-year-old, has banned bathing in the Seleucid Empire.
I mean, that does make sense. Like, if all of your siblings are dying to it.
Exactly. Well, it wasn't just his siblings. It was like his brother, his father, his father's father. It's all died while in the bath.
Oh, Ben just quit. Did he quit or was he killed?
What was he playing?
I don't remember. Oh, he was playing as Bosphorans. No, they're still there. I think he just lost connection.
Yeah. All right.
So, do the Seleucids look like they're going to be collapsing anytime soon?
Well, they have a... No, shoot. Their ruler did get some popularity once it came to power. I forgot that's how that works. But they are losing popularity at minus 0.38 each month. And I am trying to inspire this loyalty among his governors.
Right.
to try and start revolts.
So tell me of like the process for doing this. How would you try to get these revolts going, and what are you expecting the outcome to be?
So right now, I'm what I want, preferably, is the ruler of the Seleucids to be very unpopular, because popularity does affect how stable your country is. A very popular ruler will affect the stability of the realm.
Right,
So
because that increases their base or their ticking loyalty, doesn't it?
Yeah. Another thing is they are very low in stability from all these deaths, and they are in a deficit as well. They're in a deficit and still losing money, which is great. So the loyalty of their subjects is gonna drop quite heavily. If you look at the governor of Persis, he's currently at 38.87 loyalty.
I have no idea what that is.
So if you go to region map mode, Control Y, and then click on Seleucids.
Persis. Okay.
You get all their all of their governors up there. So you can see that each governor there, and you can see all of their loyalty. They're very low now. I mean, they have some that is 40, 39, 46. And once they start going below 40, that's when stuff is going to start going bad for them.
Interesting. I had never seen this map mode before. That's very interesting. I didn't quite realize how governors were appointed because it seemed a bit random to me, but now I get it.
Yeah, no, you appoint them yourself, but it's based on region.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the regional part I didn't know.
Yeah, so the governor controls the entire region, and then within those regions there are provinces where you can set various policies.
Right.
And both the governors and the regions have their own loyalty as well.
So yeah, if we see, for example, Perseus, his loyalty was 39, but the region's loyalty, or at least the provincial loyalty, which would be the differences, is like 80%.
Yeah, but it is dropping because they have a disloyal governor.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're probably going to see some tags spread out from the Seleucid Empire by probably 460 maybe.
Okay.
I'm expecting.
We'll definitely need to keep an eye on that then.
Yeah. I just noticed that the Seleucids hate me, probably because I've been killing their rulers. Yeah, attempted assassinations, minus 117. Cool. But I like them.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't click on your country at the moment. I suspect it's because we're in the pause screen.
Yeah.
So I can't see the relations, but yeah. I don't imagine they're going to be very positive.
No, they hate me. I love them, though, apparently. Plus 126 opinion of Seleucids.
Oh, they're rehosting, so we need to quit out and then rejoin.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Let's do that real quick. And I might go and have a word with Rose, see what she is doing now that she's moved. Yep. But thanks for the deep dive and the governor politics. I had no idea how any of that stuff worked.
No problem. It is a bit complicated.
Because I always thought
it tends to...
I thought the governors were always done on the province level. I didn't realize that there was a level above that, which was the regions.
No, it's all regions.
Cool. Well, I will speak to you later, and I'll be watching the Seleucids with interest.
Yeah, I'll let you know when something happens.
Sounds good. And yeah, pinging me like that was definitely the right way to do. So it's like, okay, seen it. Let's go talk.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's what I'm doing.
Hello.
Also, contacts.
Hello. Howdy.
Ciao.
Howdy.
So, Rose, have you moved into somewhere new now?
I think I'm just gonna grab the guy that ate me.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's what my chat was saying you should probably do.
That's what I'm doing.
Solid.
Probably Mord should do the same.
He's got a lot better
call him
stats than
Mord
my
now
old dude.
because we've got a Mordred and a Mordaith, so they're both Mord.
Yeah, that's going to be confusing.
Just a little.
You're Viking, he's Mord.
I'm the Viking and he's the old man. Okay.
There we go.
So Mord, what happened to you?
Well, the fight didn't go well. My allies dropped out, and suddenly, well, I think it was a misunderstanding of I underestimated their troops,
Right.
and their alliance got a lot bigger after I declared war, and then they ate me. So it was a lot like high school.
I would say that sounds
Oh,
familiar,
yeah.
but
I was about to remind you to switch the nation, but yeah, you didn't.
There we go.
it took me a
That's
moment
right.
to find where you are.
Rome is doing pretty well. I think we need to step up our game.
Rome is doing very well, yeah. I've been watching them, although their manpower is getting a little low.
Yeah, he did
Great.
mention that.
I'm in. I'm ready. I'm gonna go get my tea.
And Lion, how are things in Britain at the moment?
Britain's having fun. We're going for unification of the south coast at the moment, but we're getting a little bit screwed over by some of our allies not jumping in with their 10 and 12k stacks, which would have been really helpful.
Allies or clan
Seems
chiefs?
to be a running
No,
team.
they're allies. But
Allies,
they're just
yeah.
sitting in their own
They're just-
territory, just
Ah,
wait.
right.
In the meantime, we're getting squished by 18k men who come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
hoping
wow.
I can
Have you
just
seen
push for a
some
final
kids?
siege.
Well, at least
Did
you've
they
got
explode?
Tassia.
No, they ate like all of Armenia.
Oh, poor Armenia. I like
No,
Armenia.
it's basically Demonia who keeps hoarding all the troops and then pouring them into my land.
Gotcha. And
And
how are you
that's
doing
the-
against Dementia? I mean, Dementia.
Demetia is not doing anything. Demonia should be going after Demetia, but they're not. They're just walking into my lands. They've been at war since the beginning, more or less. And yeah, nothing happened.
So I have to ask, how
There's
are,
like
how are relations between Dobrunia and Icenia right now?
Very cordial. We
Yeah,
have
they're
been helping
good.
each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it might not be so much if his capital gets taken in a minute.
Yeah, they're sieging it down, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I can siege them out first.
So are you
Well,
actually
like
allied with
42%.
each other?
Yes,
Yes.
How long
Although
will
maybe
that
not
last?
when we load back in.
but
It
that's
might
gonna
break.
be for another 20 minutes, and then I have to leave anyway.
Right.
I've already told him if he wants to take it over, be my guest. It's good lands.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Right, well, I'm going to go and have a word with the other chap, because I have not stopped in over there yet, so thanks very much. I'll see you guys later.
Later.
yeah.
God, you're using words I don't know here.
Hello, Mediterranean region east. How are you guys doing?
Well, hey.
That?
I'm doing terribly. My nation is tiny.
I think
About to win my second war.
Syracuse is on
I see it, Mitch.
185%
It's-
research.
Yeah, Midge, I've seen you've been at war pretty much consistently. How's your manpower looking nowadays?
The might of Rome is not judged in manpower.
Just in
See
the dead.
here.
Gotcha.
Manpower, 200.
Oh yeah, you can actually see all those details
Yep.
from here, so I'm not giving any state secrets away, it's fine. I'm just alerting your potential rivals to this
Oh,
fact.
fuck. Okay, Agrippa, you need to exit out your game and verify your game count.
Oh, okay. Thanks, John. Let's see if that works.
That was another
How are
pin
we doing?
the other day.
Blondie.
You know what's funny, Midge, is multiple people in my chat were just like, is he talking about a Triskelion?
I did wonder that as well, it does sound like a Latin name.
Are we
Um,
missing anyone in the game?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
waiting
yes.
for Macedon
Oh,
to
okay.
come in.
Can we rename Macedon to Macadamian?
Macadamian.
What?
Good nuts.
I'm for it.
No,
Horath,
I'm looking at all of you, and you've expanded and stuff. I've just killed children. That's all I've done.
No.
there's some serious
Well,
crimes
a
going on over
child.
there.
Sorry, a child, and he was
Horrible.
8. Bastard deserved it.
Wow.
Right enough.
Does that mean we have a
That went
Casus
dark
Belli on
quickly.
you?
I'm only oppressing the Etruscans, the Samnites, the Samnians, the Apulii, but that's dark.
very dark.
It's fine. Now the Seleucids are ruled by Amanthus the Stinky.
I love that name, that really needs to become official.
because his brother, his father, and his father's father all died in a bath. So obviously he's outlawed bathing.
I just noticed that my leader's name is Spartocus Spartocid.
Yeah, it's great.
I think he's trying to emulate someone who doesn't exist yet.
Quite possibly.
This is the Bosporan Kingdom.
Bit of
Doesn't
a
have the same
mouthful.
ring to it.
And how's Thrace doing? I saw you were struggling a little bit against some of your neighbours early on. Horath?
Nope.
Not there. Okay.
I think you went for
I
a
think
bio break, to be
yeah,
fair.
he went to grab something.
Fair
I'll
enough.
speak for him. He's doing great. Thrace is awesome. Don't question.
Expanded. But he doesn't have Byzantium yet. Once he takes it, I want him to flog. Caesarian Johannes.
Okay, I was gone for a second. What about Byzantium? I need to flog someone?
Yeah, there's a character in Byzantium, which is Kaiser Johan's Vanity character.
Oh!
I want you to flog him until death.
Okay, I can do that. I have to accept the family, though, right?
Yeah. Well,
I
I
have
mean,
to
if
imprison them.
you could imprison him as well.
Yeah, when you conquer the region.
Yeah,
Also,
I'll-
Midge.
I'll do that.
Midge.
Yeah.
When you take Senonia, I need you to invite the Suecia family into Rome, and take care of them.
Take care of them,
Senonia.
or take care of them?
Senonia got it. Yeah. We're
Yeah,
gonna,
you gotta be very careful
no,
with
no.
that statement
Okay,
in these
And
times.
care for them. Care for them.
care for them, not put the silencer on. Got it.
This
That's
coming
what
from
my-
the
what my
murderers
Vanity
from
character
Bactria,
is.
we needed to be sure.
Give them the pillow rather than hold it to their faces.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
I want my character to thrive.
So Johan's got to die, but you've got to thrive. Gotcha.
Yep.
So what family was that? I need to make an actual written note of it.
Suecia. The character is
Suecia.
Nicolaus Suecia. It was supposed to be Nicolaus de Suecia, which is basically translates to Nicholas of Sweden,
Ah. That makes sense.
and he lives in Senonia because that is the approximate region where my family is from.
So is it Suecia? No.
Senonia.
Senonia is the nation.
It's the green one. North, east.
Senonia. Okay, yeah, and there we can find your Vanity character.
Yeah.
Easy way to
Awesome.
remember it. It's next to boy.
He's Boy Senonia. He's a tribal leader. He should be at the start of the game.
There are two Senonias, though. There's Nonia.
Oh my god, is there?
Yeah, there's one in Gaul, and there's one
Oh my god.
back
Oh,
in
there is
hell.
as well.
What? That's not confusing at all.
They're both green too. Different
Sweet.
shades of green, but they are green.
But
Yeah,
if you
okay,
say
it's-
boy, I know where it is.
Yeah, it's the one next to Boy.
Oh boy.
It's the one that's about to be next to me.
Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't know how the character creator worked, so I just stole Kaiser Johan's character DNA. So
Oh.
he looks identical to Kaiser Johan.
Well,
My-
hopefully we can
I-
fix that
Johan
before
called.
release.
Is he
My-
called
my-
Kaiser Johan?
He's called like Caesarian Johannes, something like that.
Okay.
I'll need to go and check that country out when we're loaded in.
I think I did eventually make a new character, and it's gonna get in an update at some point. But I don't think it's gonna be in for release, unfortunately.
That's really cool that there's hidden characters, though. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty nice.
It kind of reminds me of like when developers would like put in little hidden rooms in games, kind of way, but the
Easter
Paradox version of it.
There's a great an AAR on the Paradox forums of a guy playing CK2, and then chronicling the events of all the Paradox Vanity characters, all Easter egg characters.
That's cool.
And it's like it. I think the latest one just turned into the producer of CK2, or former producer of CK2, I forget which, becoming the emperor of the HRE and killing everyone else, which I felt was fitting.
I just thought, if it's from Paradox, would it be a Kinder egg instead of an Easter egg?
No, we do Easter in Sweden. It's actually Easter tomorrow. Or 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, it probably was originally, but they couldn't get it through American Customs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because those are illegal
I think
here.
I think they've been allowed by now.